Okay, to run the washing machine, the first knob over here will determine your water level. If you have just a small load, you'll just need a low level. If you have a big load, then you turn it all the way to high. You determine your water level based on how big the load is that you're going to wash. This is your water temperature. Some things are washed in warm, some in cold. You have to read the labels on your laundry and it'll tell you which temperature that they recommend you wash your clothes in. This one will give you the option for 1 rinse or 2 rinse. I always use 1 rinse. Hardly ever will I need 2. This one determines if you're doing a big load of like towels, you'll probably want the heavy cycle. If you're doing very delicate clothes, you'll want the gentle cycle. Most of your laundry will be done on regular. This basically determines how fast the tub will agitate when the clothes are washing. So if you're doing very delicate clothes, you'll want the gentle cycle so it won't hurt the fabric. This button determines your wash cycle. I always use the normal cycle most of the time. You will push the big knob in and then you will turn it around and you'll pick your minutes, and when you get to your minutes you'll pull the big knob back out and the washer will begin to fill up. You'll put your soap in. This determines your wash. The blue will be your rinse cycle, and then it will go to your spin cycle. Okay, once you've washed your clothes, you're going to bring them over and you're going to put them in the dryer. The first thing you want to do is select the temperature that you want to dry your clothes on. If you have delicates, of course you'll want to set it on delicate. If you have a big load of towels, you'll want to put it on regular. This determines how hot the temperature gets that you're going to dry your clothes on. And this button will let you select what kind of a cycle you'd like to dry your clothes on. Permanent press, you'll want to, pick the permanent press cycle. Most of your regular clothes, you'll just dry on the regular cycle. You'll turn the knob and pick how many minutes you would like to dry your clothes for. And then right before the cycle cuts off, this little button will let you turn on a chime, so when the clothes are about dry, it'll chime so you can hear it and you can come in here and get your clothes out. If your dryer stops and you don't come get your clothes out promptly, then they're going to wrinkle and then you're going to have to iron them. So I always keep that little chime on to let me know to come on in here and get these clothes out quickly.
Essentially, you want to get your whites, your darks, and towels if you have them in your load, in all separate piles. Just keep the darks with the darks, whites with the whites, and towels with the towels. And just keep doing this until the laundry basket is empty.
Now that you have all your laundry sorted, it's time to put it in the washing machine. I'll start with a bunch of towels. First, you're going to want to set the water level. We're going to want to set it to high. Next, the water temperature. You're going to want to set it to warm cold. Do not touch this knob. Wash action. You're going to want to set it to heavy duty. Then normal on about 4 minutes. Next, you're going to want to add the detergent. I fill up the cup to about the top mark. It looks blue, and it should go up to the top mark if you're doing a full load, like I am. You're going to want to spread it around evenly around the washing machine, like so. And then run it under the water just to get all the detergent out. Now that your water is all soapy, it's time to add the towels. You're going to want to add the towels evenly around the washing machine. It doesn't matter how you put them in there, I just throw them in there just to save time. But the key word is evenly and neat. Now that the towels have been washed, it's time to put them into this basket. You just get one, shake it out, drop it in the basket. Repeat. Now that you got all the towels in the basket, time to open up the dryer. And yes, you're going to want to clean this thing out. Just like before, just throw them in there. Doesn't really matter how. They're all going to get dried eventually. Set the temperature to regular. Turn the chime on so you can hear it when it's done. And then set it to about 45 minutes. Push button.
Now the final part of doing the laundry is folding the things. The whole point, at least with towels, is to fold them into a square. Not a triangle, not a tube, and not that. You need to fold it into a nice square. That way, it looks nice. Unlike that. If you did everything right, it should look like this. If it does not look like this, then you probably did one of the steps wrong. You probably need to repeat step number 4 or 5. But this is the final product. It is beautiful.